how to create a triangular colour pattern in Photoshop. I'm using CC 220, 219, 218, fine as well. Got a document 200 by 200, could be 300 by 300, etc. Select the rectangular tool in the Tools panel, make certain its shape, and fill is a grey. Then go to View menu, and Snap, make certain that's on, Snap to Guides. Now in that 200 by 200, I want to create a square. And the reason for the snap is that it doesn't always match the exact edges of that document. And I want it to match exactly. So Show Transform Tools on, hold down the Shift so you can reposition the bounding box. So you just make certain, hold Shift down so it's not. And you can just set it, you can see the guides appearing. It'll tell you exactly on the edge. Now with that, press Return. What you can do then is you go to the Direct Selection tool and you can select that point and just delete it. Press the Delete key. Yes, turn it into a regular shape. Now at this point, I've got two layers. I don't want two layers, just want to remove the background. So Layers panel, go to the background and delete it. Press the Delete there. You can see the Layers panel in the window menu. Click there, remove it. Yes, I want to delete it. That's it, it's gone. Get rid of that now. Don't need the Layers panel. What you can then do, you can go and define it as a pattern. So Edit menu and Define as Pattern. Down the bottom, Define Pattern. Give it a name, click OK. And what you want to do is go to the Move tool and you want to flip that triangle to the other side. So where it's transparent, you want it obviously to be now the triangle. And once you've done that, I'm going to change the colour as well. So go to the rectangular tool there and set the fill to something else, to a different grey, slightly darker grey, or lighter, up to you. And again, Edit and Define Pattern. Click OK. You've got your patterns now. What you can now do, you can ignore that document, go over to a completely fresh document, a fairly large one, 2000 by 2000, up to you on that, and create a layer. I like to work on layers. Layers are great because you can just delete them if you don't want them anymore. Click OK. Edit and Fill, because you're going to fill that layer now with this. So make certain contents is patterns, custom pattern set to the first one you created, or the second one, depending which order you want to do it, up to you. And set the script on, just click it, double click it to make certain it's on. Sometimes Photoshop seems to ignore that and it will just run a regular pattern. I don't want that. I want the brick fill. Click OK, and you can see your panel now. You can see the design over there. Set it to 1, spacing 0, offset 0, randomness 1, brightness 1, and rotate angle 0. Click OK. Or press Return. And you've got your design. It's been applied to your layer. What you can now do, you can apply effects, you can go to the filter menu, modify it if you wish. But you can also create another layer and then apply the fill again. And that's Edit, Menu and Fill. And instead of selecting that one, select the other pattern. And again, make certain its brick fill is set on. I always deselect and select because sometimes Photoshop ignores that completely. Use exactly the same settings, 100110. Press Return. Now you can see what happens. It's not particularly amazing randomization. Doesn't randomize it totally. So you can see, of course, you've got pinks and pinks together, browns and browns. But you can always modify it. You can always recolor it. Go to the image menu, adjustments, hue and saturation. Just change the colors. Now, it would be nice if it was totally randomized, the colors. I'm not certain why there isn't a feature for total randomization. There doesn't seem to be that way. So you've now recolored it a bit, so it looks different colors. What you can also do, of course, you can go to the filter menu, Gaussian blur. Not always effective because you obviously end up with these lovely white lines there, but you can run filters as well. Of course, they're layers. What you can do, you can select both of the layers. You could, at this point, and via the layers panel, you could also, of course, flatten the entire image and just use it as a background. But you can select both, go to the layer menu, smart objects, and convert to smart object. So it's all one smart object now. Also, what you can do, you can now duplicate that design. Hold down the Alt or Option key and drag and duplicate it. You could reposition it exactly over the top, but you can move it around, position it in different ways, create different abstract designs. Obviously, at the moment, you can't see much. You can rotate it, of course. You can also go to blending modes and screen, lighten, overlay, difference, create some very abstract designs. And that's simply by just rotating it by 90 degrees. And you can still shift it around, move it around, create a pyramid-like design. Which, of course, you can then combine again to create another smart object and then maybe apply effects to that as well. And you could resize it better to, you could, of course, stretch it, distort it, many more ways of doing that. You can also go to Edit menu and Transform and Distort. It is a smart object, so the underlying design is untouched, so distort away. Also, of course, you can go to Image menu, Adjustments. And the one thing about smart objects is that you can always alter it at any point later. So if you make some changes, you're not happy with it, delete them. You can also go to Image Adjustments, change the saturation, reduce down to a grayscale. Or colorize it. Make them all blue. And click OK. You can go to the 3D menu and convert it into a 3D design. You can also go to the Filters menu and maybe apply filters such as Wave, Oil Paint, Blur, and many others. Create all kinds of abstract designs. Of course, you can layer it in multiple ways. Maybe use it in animations. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Please subscribe to the Graphic Extras channel, always adding new tutorials about Photoshop, Illustrator, Affinity Photo, Krita, and many others. Please add a comment or two, always appreciated. A dislike or like. Thank you much.